There's a gaping maw in the Berkshire Hills of western Massachusetts that's achieved a legendary degree for well over a century now due to its preternatural tales, mysteries, tandem extraordinary and sinister creation that earned its nickname the Bloody Pit. Even though it's a horizontal shaft for killing hundreds of people who built it. Its real name is the Hoosac Tunnel, an almost 5-mile-long railroad tube that cuts underneath the Hoosac Range, a mountain chain that makes up of the eastern rim of the jointed hills that make up of the Berkshires region. Skewed folklore tells the name Hoosac roughly translates to forbidden in the language of the area's first inhabitants, the Mohawks. But the actual meaning is Adkin to stony place, which is pretty accurate description of the region. It's also one of the many phonetic spellings of the word, which explains why New York, Vermont, and Massachusetts have the Hoosac River. The state of New York has the town of Hoosac Falls, and Vermont and Massachusetts share the same Hoosac mountain range. Every time I've stood in front of this imposing orifice that descends deep into the dark, indestructible heart of these hills, though kind of brings more of an ominous definition of its name on home, and the vibes back up its destination as a damned place. It feels like you're staring into an endless, ambiguous, intimidating abyss that occasionally gurgles lonesome sounds and belches a blast of cold, acrid air in your face. When this passageway was completed in 1873, it became a man-made Leviathan turned celebrity, the longest tunnel of its kind in the world, a tangible example of an idea that had previously been thought to be the impossible and foolhardy, and future-facing inspiration for other design and engineering. But it took lavish amounts of blood, tragedy, and time to make it happen. In its birth throes, the tunnel would devour an estimated 200 people, and for that reason, it became considered one of the most haunted places in all of New England, and that accolade is still very much stuck in the adhesive contemporaneous. Why does something of this magnitude exist? Besides the fact that there's naturally settled within a psychological framework of humankind that makes us push anything that we consider a boundary, those pesky Berkshire Hills simply happen to be put in the way. The Hoosac Tunnel was first proposed in 1819 to provide a direct route for the Boston and Albany Railroad. Construction began in 1851 and was completed in 1875. The project was delayed by financial and political issues, as well as tunneling accidents. Workers used gunpowder to blast through the mountain, but progress was slow. In 1866, nitroglycerin and compressed air drills were used for the first time, which allowed workers to blast faster. However, nitroglycerin was unstable and hundreds of workers died in the explosion. The tunnel was completed by Canadian civil engineers Walter and Francis Stanley, who introduced innovations and transformed hard rock tunneling techniques. The Hoosac Tunnel was the world's second largest tunnel at the time of its completion and the longest of North America until 1916. It remains the longest active transportation tunnel east of the Rocky Mountains. The Hoosac Tunnel in Massachusetts is known for its supposed paranormal activity. Workers reported hearing cries of agony inside the tunnel. A mechanical engineer and former cavalry officer named Paul Travers investigated the tunnel and also heard voices of a groaning man. Villagers and staff reported seeing aspirations of deceased miners which would appear briefly and then vanish. Villagers reported hearing muffled walls near the water-filled shaft. Workers claimed to see lost miners carrying picks, shovels through a shroud of mist and snow. If you like this video, definitely consider subscribing, like, and share. Thanks for watching.